Some of the most well-known stories in history have been written from a place of heartache and pain. So it's no surprise when you find indie stories coming from the same dark place that they too will speak to you and sometimes become unforgettable. And that's no different for the story The Embrace. It isn't just another indie comic. It's a raw, supernatural journey born from personal pain and transformed by a father's love into one of the most emotionally gripping comics in the indie scene. The Embrace is a supernatural superhero book written by Michael Oden, with art by Dean James. It was released on May 1st, 2021 through indie publisher Nine Realms Publishing. At its core, this is a story about loss, grief, and justice. Clarence Griffin is a broken man, a father mourning the death of his son David, who was murdered during a mugging. But just as Clarence reaches his lowest point, the spirit of his son returns. His son's ghost embraces him, literally, binding them into a single force, granting him a supernatural suit of power forged from sorrow. Together they become the Embrace, a vengeful but deeply emotional force for justice. And one of the things that makes this book stand out is the suit design. It's eerie, fluid, almost spectral, and one of the most unique power sets we've seen in indie comics. But what really sets it apart is that it comes from something real. Michael Oden is more than just a writer. He's a storyteller shaped by mythology, loss, and a genuine heart. He crowdfunded comics like Elysium Fields and The Embrace, pulling influence from ancient epics and anime, but The Embrace isn't just inspired by fiction, it's personal. Michael has spoken openly about how the story was born from a terrifying moment in his own life, when he nearly lost his son. That raw fear, that what if, it's all on the page. The Embrace is grief given form, a superhero comic where powers aren't born in a lab, they're born in pain. Readers connect with the very human grief behind the superhero mask. It's not just a fight book, it's a healing book, and honestly, that's rare, especially in a sea of indie comics that often chase genre over heart. Alright guys, so that's going to be today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was a short one, but I really wanted to spotlight The Embrace and Michael Oden's work. The book really spoke to me, and I think it's a really awesome concept. Michael was also there for me after my daughter passed away. He was extremely supportive and helped me through a pretty hard time. So he's not just a creator, he's just a genuinely really good guy. So I highly recommend going and checking out his works. I'll leave links to all of his social media and the books that he's done in the past so that you can follow along with any new projects he's coming out with, which I do believe he actually has a really cool project coming out at the beginning of next year. So it gives you a reason to follow him. And if you guys didn't know, I am a writer and creator myself, and currently launched a book called Wingless Foul Play on Kickstarter. It is about a red cardinal born without wings in Central Park and how he's got to navigate those disabilities in a world on the brink of destruction. If you want to check that out and just support me and get an awesome book in return, I'll leave that in the links in the description below as well. Yeah guys, thank you again for watching. I love you guys, and until next time, peace.